What's up, you guys and girls? This is Tim Trevor, the managing editor of the Diecast Collective. Tonight, depending on what part of the world you're from, we're doing an early read feature. Don't worry, I'll put everything in the description box below on both channels, the short and the long form. I forgot to mention that on the other one, but it's a short feat. It's an early week feature on the blog as well. Update. I have two updates. One's actually a very sensitive and touching update, and I can only say that with that one, I have to be very careful with it because of reasons. But anyway, this one I can talk more about, but the other one I have to be very careful. But anyway, um, so on the Porsche that I told you all about, as of today, which I do have the card over here. Unfortunately, I don't have the actual picture of the card, but because it's a 90 era card, that's why you can't. That's why they don't have like what you see here on this modern day vehicle. So I really can't show. Um, However, I can say this: I did get the Porsche 911 GT3. I think that's what it's called. I'll have to check on it, or I can just send the video. I can take a picture and send it up on Facebook or here on YouTube. That's what I'll do, and specifically say it. But anyway, or I can. When I'll do is tomorrow when I do the video of the transportation bus, I will add that in there. Just mention it. I'll put in the mention in the box. Um, but anyway, so as I was saying was I got that car today. We'll talk more about that tomorrow on the video as well. Um, Probably going to be an article come out with those three cars. But anyway, with that being said, I got the car today. I was supposed to be here on Saturday, which it didn't. Thank goodness it didn't. So it came in today. I'm kind of a little happier about that. Um, the second update, unfortunately, I have to be very sensitive on what I say because I don't want the parties that I had reached out to me. I don't want, and though it's not the people I live here, somebody in a different state, somebody I knew for a long time when I was in high school. I can't really release more information than that, but I can say this. Um, and it's hard for me to talk about, so please bear with me on this. Um, I was told this morning, which I knew this individual had this certain illness for a long time. Way back in when I was out of high school, and that's '05 to be exact. And I'm not going to go any further into that specific area, but to try to keep it, to kind of keep it in the contours of the confinements of YouTube, and I can't really specifically say what it is. Um, this morning, I was allowed to talk about it brief. I talked to certain family members and certain people that I'm close to. I'm allowed to talk about more towards them, but unfortunately, because of the due to the sensitive information, it doesn't matter if it's on Facebook, Twitter, if I was on Instagram or here on YouTube. It don't matter what platform I am on. I have to be very sensitive and watch what I say. So that's where I have to dissect and differentiate and articulate what I'm trying to tell y'all. So um, right now, I have a person that I'm close friends with slowly passing away from a real bad illness to the point where The individual told me this years ago about, and quite frankly, the illness was sustainable enough to where he had the ability to where he would still live his life. Also, the illness was in remission, but it kept coming back. So every single time this particular illness, I can say the word cancer. I'm allowed to say it, but can't say the actual real term of it. I can only say cancer or illness. I'm allowed to say. I was told that. Um, so this illness or cancer got to early in my friend's life. Remember, my friend's a year younger than I am. It got where my friend was like, I fought it, it's in remission. But with time moved on, this little entity or illness or cancer, whatever you want to call it, decided it wanted to pop back up. So every single time that this particular illness would go into what they call intermission, it would kept coming back every so often. And what I meant by that is every like 2 or 3 years it would pop back up, but it would got worse. So as time moved on, and as time moved on, as my friend was getting older, as like I am, this particular illness or sickness or disease, whatever you want to refer it to, it got worse and worse and worse and worse to the point now where it's so bad where they cannot do anything for my friend. I was told, he was told last Friday that this illness is going to widespread in his body, and he only have a certain amount of time or a limited amount of time, as he worded, um, to be alive. So basically, soon my friend that I know for a long time, he's going to be, unfortunately, not going to be living. He's going to be unalive. So, um, guys and girls, I'm going to let you know this right now. If I decide here, or if I find out that that my best friend that I know for a long time comes, or his significant other texts me and tells me that my longtime best friend is no longer living, I will let y'all know. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be posting a video up on that. I'm going to basically go into community chat on both channels and just community chat and tell everybody what really is going on. I am going to let you know I will be very, very sorry for it. But with that kind of sensitive information I just told y'all, it's going to be hard on me to try to do a video, let alone put some content out. So that's why I'm letting y'all know ahead of time right now. And as of tomorrow, I'm going to be doing um, I'm going to be doing a lot of work tomorrow. So there's going to be a lot of videos and articles going to be shoved out tomorrow because I don't know exactly what the length of when my friends no longer are going to be living. Um, I'm just going to let y'all know this right now. I couldn't really say too much on the main channel. Or on the blog. That's why I told everybody on the blog to come over to the main and check out this video if you see it. I'm going to let you know this right now. This is going to be what I'm planning on doing. So tomorrow I'm going to film the Tuesdays 80s, 90s, 2000s retro review, the weekly review that I'm going to be doing about the Chevy Transport Bus. I have both of them in the other room. I have to wait till next month to get the other vehicle that I have. So I'll get that next week, actually week after next. and then I'm gonna go ahead and do I'm gonna go ahead and do Wednesday and Thursdays videos. I'm gonna do everything tomorrow. I'm gonna get everything out for the rest of this week. Unfortunately, guys and girls, and I do probably sound very, very um, not like I used to be or like how I would be. But this is really like affecting me a lot. So I'm going to have to take some time away. It's nothing against any of y'all. I appreciate all y'all loving, commenting, and supporting the channels. Go support them like I always tell you. Um, but with this magnitude of a situation, I don't want to be in a voluntary state where my mind's not focusing right on a particular video or a particular car. Like, for example, like this. I'm over 11 minutes, but I don't care. I'm just want to voice my opinion. I want to voice myself out there and let everyone know that I am going to be taking some time away from this week. So tomorrow I'm going to do all 3 videos, get them all out, push it all out tomorrow. So Wednesday, Thursday, I'm going to take I'm taking Wednesday and Thursday off. As a matter of fact, I'm taking the rest of this week off. Just embrace what's going to happen. Don't worry if there's any information come out about it. I was told also by my friend and his significant other, I can talk about a little bit of it, but not an extensive amount. I was told that. Now, it's a different story with my close family members and my close friends. I could talk about it to them. It's a different story, but because of me being on the internet and all this stuff, I have to be very, very careful on the sensitive information. So, with that all being said, everyone, I will have to let you know that tomorrow I'm going to be putting out 3 different videos. I'm going to be putting out the Tuesday video, Wednesday and Thursday late week feature. Don't worry, I'll put everything out on all of the description boxes below on all of it. and then on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all next week, probably I'm gonna have to take. Maybe next week I'll try to do the same schedule again. I want to see how I feel tomorrow about that. And yeah, guys and girls, I'm very, very sorry about this. But when you have a friend of yours as like sick as he is right now, I wanted to spend more time with my friend more. Don't get me wrong, I love doing this stuff with y'all and everything, but my friend right now is like the most important thing, and I want to make sure he's in a happier place. And I want to make sure that he knows that everyone loves him. So I'm not sitting here trying to grief on anything. I'm not grifting or anything like that. I'm just simply just putting it out there where people can understand that I'm going to be taking some time away this week, and maybe next week it's going to be the same way. I'm not 100% sure how it's going to go next week. But like I said, I'm going to be putting out 3 different videos tomorrow, and I'll make sure I'll let everyone know in the community part of YouTube. I'm going to let everyone know exactly what's going on with that. But like I said, everyone, I appreciate everyone coming on here and checking out my videos. If you like short, like long form features, please feel free to hit the like, share, subscribe, tap the bell for notification. Make sure you put them on all because YouTube has been having problems sending my videos out lately. If you are subscribed, hit the the button with the bell, take the button, put it on off the bell, and then put it back on. Maybe that will work. I'm not 100% sure. Don't unsubscribe, please don't. um, but anyway, make sure you gravity fed that on all on the bell and do the thing on the Diecast Collective, Tim Traver, the Diecast Collective blog, as well as this channel. And you want to stay tuned for the next few days because, like I said, I have to monetize what I'm telling y'all and everything, just what's going on. But also at the same time, um, I am trying to get myself monetized. I'm very, very close. We are getting closer and closer to the stuff. But anyway, guys, I'm going to have to get off here. It is getting late. Um, it is almost 11 o'clock at night here on a Monday, and I have to make sure I put everything in these videos. Don't worry, I'll put everything in the description box below, what's open and packaged. Also, when we do the video tomorrow for the retro series, we'll not have anything packaged open, no colors. It's just going to be stripped down. You'll see that more in that video. And with all that being said, guys and girls, I do apologize for this, but it's just out of my hands, and this is something out of my control. Unfortunately, the situation I can't avoid. I have to take steps at a time with this situation, but it's a very intense one, and I'm not really going to be dealing with it for the next few days. I'm just going to be dealing with this. So basically, what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to film all three of them, put them all out, and then we'll go from there and see how everything goes for the next few days. Anyway, guys and girls, I appreciate you checking out on my videos. Um, God, I have so many shorts on the blog hitting over a mil, or not a mil, but 1,000 views. Same here, just a few that I hit over 1,000. I wish I had 1,000,000 views. Yeah, that would be lovely. But anyway, monetization is just a key thing I'm trying to work on right now. So let's keep continuing. So share all this stuff to your friends, neighbors, loved ones, stuff like that if they're into it. Even if they're not into the diecast world, just let them know, hey, go check this guy out. He's really clean and very thorough what he's doing. And I try to add a little bit of real life stuff in these kind of cars because that's the way everything goes with me. But that's what you'll see here. And I'm going to be putting a hold on maybe the car shows for right now because of what's going on with the situation I told y'all about in this video. Maybe I'll do one this week. Just wait and see how I feel. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll figure that out when the time gets closer and whatever I feel like doing. All right, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and get off here. I got to get these two videos, get it all put out, get the shorts and the long form features done, get everything all nice and buttoned up, and get all the stuff that I need to get done with it. And like I said, like I stated in the beginning of the video, I will put it in the community section of both channels, and I will let everyone know the update about my friend. And if my friend goes on the live, I will let y'all know. All right, everyone. If you, like I said, please feel free to like all that good stuff. Make sure you show the algorithm all the support and everything. But anyway, until next time, this is Tim Traver, the main engineer of the Diecast Collective. You have yourself a fantastic night or morning, whatever part of the world you're from. And don't worry, I'll put everything in the description box. Next time, well,